keep in mind, shoulder can externally rotate, so it can twist backwards or away from the line, and internal rotate, so it can turn inward or into our mid. Posted a little video. If you had a chance to with it, awesome. If it's not a big deal, get to class. That'll be our biggest. Our like the majority of joints in our outside of like line are all rotational. Secondary to that, they have linear capability. What happens with doing a lot of, especially our cross stuff, we're always pressing on or pulling or whatever, a very specific line without exploring much that most potential of that actually is really work. And by improving the ability to take that shoulder, it's going to result in its ability to actually reach head without compensation the rest of the body. Having a bit of connection, Mark?
Actually, I think it's you, Danny.
Danny, you sound like Max Headroom.
Yeah, you're cutting in and out.
Sorry, you guys. I'm just double check, sure the Wi-Fi phone is turned. I'm actually moving pretty, so hopefully you play some much better reception ball and a better view. No worries about what I just. None of it was in anyway.
Danny, what you can do is if you have the meeting ID, you can actually phone in on your phone for the audio and mute your computer, and it will solve the problem. But you need to have the meeting room.
Well, let's go ahead and get going, guys. And this thing. We're going to out in that stretch. We're going to do some hip rotation from there. So what you guys can do is drop down onto the floor. And I'll show you from the side view. What we'll do is the scorpion stretch, our arm out, thinking about trying the shoulder down, and we'll try to gently rotate the shoulder over. You just mute all.
We lost him. Oh. No.
There we go. So shoulder is going to be open. We're lying down on the floor in that scorpion stretch. And what we do is from that scorpion stretch, we're going to try to stretch and go through some circles while we're opening our chest. We're going to pull it up, sideways, pull it behind us, down, and in front of us. Just going for a circle, maintaining the stretch through the chest. Just slow, just going to work it here, so don't worry how many reps actually get done. Just focusing on trying to maintain that stretched chest. Try to keep your hollow. Same thing on the side. So we'll the arm, open up the chest, Then we'll try to hold that stretch, staying hollow stomach, up, knee sideways, knee backwards, up, sides, and backwards. Trying to keep a little bit of tension in the back of your thigh, so you just squeeze your hand a little bit. And trying to draw a bigger circle, a single rep, without losing. Stretch, chest. Last rep. Good. So, from what we'll do is we're going to get down and you can squat on. So you got like your yoga block, or else you have symbol to on. Maybe you have a coffee table, a stool. What I want you to do is taking a sit down there. Maybe you're going to kind of shift your feet out a bit. You feel it's like super subtle stretch through it doesn't have to be anything wild at all. Okay? The subtle stretch through the joint. Try to imagine you could almost self upright. If somebody pulled that block all out from under you, you could see yourselves. We'll have hands out on a diagonal. Do our shoulder circles. Lift the shoulders, pull them back, down, and them forward. We're lifting them up, pull them up, pull them backwards, push them down, push forward. Try to do this as you're going through these. If your arm is staying perpendicular to the floor, trying to let your arm kind of sink of the line of your shoulder blade while you're doing this. You could be going the opposite direction. That's totally fine. As long as you're just cut out a little bit bigger square or circle on a single rep. So we can't actually make a square. I just find that doing that in a circle, we're a little bit harder in trying to hit those corners. We're just like swooping through. Let's reverse direction. So go the opposite direction. We're going to pull down, pull back, lift up, and forwards. Trying to keep gentle squat happening. Down, back, forwards, down, back, up, and forwards. One full circle, down, pull back, lift up, forward. Good. So staying in squat position here, what we're going to do is we're going to push elbows against our knees. Maybe we have the feet up a bit more. We're going to feel that coming on the groin. So if you're not feeling a stretch in the groin yet, just get a little wider. Maybe pull your heels, kind of sway them towards your hips more. What I want you guys to do is gently start to push your knees together and resist that pin in your elbows. Use your arms to keep your knees from actually collapsing inward. And just start to ramp up the tension of that stretch. Or that squeeze, sorry. Keep trying to squeeze harder and harder. 5, 4, 3, 2. Try to pull your apart, pull them your elbows apart, start ramping the effort. Like you dimmer switch, squeeze harder, pull the part, increasing the stretch that you feel the groin, the space between your legs. Really pull, grabbing at the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, good, and then let that go. You can just get just a little hips, a little shoulder here, so we can just a little or a rotation, rotate in, rotate, rotate in, rotate out. We'll just work for a couple seconds here. You start to lean to this. You might feel a little bit more challenging. Just make sure you're not hearing any irritations through the knees through this. So you're really trying to twist from the hip rather than just pushing into the floor. So twist hip inwards, knee down towards the floor, twist hip outward, back to that stretch. Good. And then I'm going to do here, we're going to go through our segmental cat camels. We're thinking about a lot of length of the spine and maybe even sideways, you guys. So we're thinking lengthen the spine. We're going to top of the head, and we're going to round those down to the floor. If we can get, we'll take out rounding. Try to do like back bend. Back bend, we're just going to reach arms overhead as well. So we're kind of get ourselves in overhead position. We're going to spend some time here working that spine. Some space in the spine is so have space for the shoulders, for that, for the shoulder, and then for the shoulder. Here we go. Chin to chest. The rounds, upper back rounds, mid back rounds, lower back rounds. As much as you can. Try to curl it between your legs. Reach up to the side space. Unround the back. Round the mid back. Unround the up back. Arms reach and do a big and without falling over backward squat. Then chin to chest. Upper rounds, mid back rounds, lower back round, unround lower back, mid back, up back, bend from the lower back, mid back, upper back, reach overhead. Chest, upper back, mid back, lower back, a slinky. Squeeze all those out of your body to compress yourself and fall as much as you can. Slowly relaxing those front side to open yourself back in and lift. Each find length. Your back bending length while you're back. You can twist your shoulders open, lift up, and on out. Chin to chest one time. Upper back round, back round, and then releasing everything slowly. Extending from mid or back, and then rotating arms over to the ceiling. Good job, you guys. So you can stand for a second and just some of that out. And what we need now is we're going to need PVC. I'll just talk to you quick about this for this. Keep in mind is if you're like me, pretty tight to the chest, to arm right out beside you might be a little bit much of a stretch, so it might actually come just a little at an angle to help focus on rotation. I want to make sure as we go through this is that stretch through the chest isn't so long that your feet are going on. The thing probably your first time to really work through stretches is inclination. So you're going to be want to fight the stretch and close itself off. As your body, as you try to calm it down, you might get distracted by stuff trying to close itself that you can never get into that stretch very well. Try not to bury yourself in it. Close off that piece a little bit if you need to, and just play around with position. We're going to use a lot of through our nose to help calm muscles down out of our chest, neck, and our back. That will be really important for this for you guys, is trying to incorporate that breathing. And that's what I was talking about in that video. You didn't have a chance to watch it. So for this, if you were to go against a way, and what you do is you would put your arm against the door, and you have same his arm against stepping back. You're kind of trying to walk through door space, and that's how you to stretch. Otherwise, you're going to have your PVC, and you're going to use that to create rotation backward. Now, what you guys want to understand when you're doing this is I can rotate. I can rotate my backwards relative to my torso, or I can hold my arm still. I could push this backwards, my chest, rotate my torso relative to my still arm. And that's what we're trying to do. So setting up this, I'll just wrap my arm around PVC, and I can create that twist. So I'll just open my arm up a little bit, a twist, I'll just pull it down. So I'm holding it in the ground. And from here, what I'll do is I'll make sure that my shoulder stays down back. Just do some breathing and stretch. So again, wrap my arm around, palm against the stick. I can open my arm a little, rotate that stick, just glide it in my hand until I've got it into the floor. I'm doing a little tuck of this, so I'm rolling them backwards, letting the shoulder relax, and I'm finding through my spine. Inhales, exhale, and I'm trying to let that passive rotate backwards more. Deep through the nose. Exhale the mouth. And if you need to, just keep playing that stick position a little bit. Just be careful to go too deep to the stretch, or your body inclination will start fighting. No matter how you try, a lot of difficulty to stop your body trying to wind it. Big breathing nose. And on those exhales through the mouth, I just let the blade sink down a little bit more, and the arm possibly rotate forwards a little bit more. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, let that rotate backward a little bit more. Maybe you need to push your hips forwards, think like deadlift, chest lean forwards. Produce just a bit more of that rotation through the shoulder. Now here's what we'll do. We're going to push the stick. So we're trying to rotate our arm forwards like throwing a ball. And we'll start building up the intensity of that push. So think about a switch, rather than just clapping it's on and off. You're just gradually trying to increase the in the room. Building up. And now 5, 4, 3, 2, actively rotate your arm further back. You're going to sit back. You try to twist your arm backward. Deeper external rotation. Gentle, make sure you're feeling any irritations through the elbow. If you are, close up the stretch a little bit, bring your elbow closer to your chin line, or else come rotation. 5, 4, 3, 2, be gentle, letting everything relax. We're going to do that one more time. Start rotating against the stick. We'll start building up the intensity of that rotation to our strongest effort. And do this over 3 seconds. I just keep trying to rotate my elbow harder and harder against the stick, resisting stretch. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now I'm rotating from the line first backwards. I send the hip back, the torso forwards, and that keeps getting stronger through the inside of my shoulder, feeling that twisting. And I keep trying to twist harder and gently and deeper and deeper, and maintain through my spine for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And just gently let all those muscles go, gently come out of position. The next thing that we're doing now that we've big stretch going on through the shoulder is to try to strengthen that position. If you guys have a yoga block, you can use it. You might need to, like me, you probably don't need a lot of that block. And it just depends. You can really rotate your shoulder towards real hard. You can put the block up and your palm line your stomach. If you're like me, you probably want the block over. You might not even the block at all. The shoulder's going to be down, and we're going to put our elbow on the floor. We're going to try to lift the fist off of the ground or off the block. And if you're really at your end of motion, that fist is probably not going to move at all. So I just hollow out the back, tuck my tail to the legs. I roll my shoulder down and back, and I'm going to pivot off the line. I pull my palm to the block. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let it relax. Again, tuck my roll shoulder back, pivot off of my elbow. 10, 9, 8, 6, 4, 3, 2. Good. Gently let it relax. We're going to do 2 more rounds. So here we hold it down and back. Tuck the tail, the legs, rotate 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let go gently. 1. Tuck the tail and pull the hand to the block. Breathe in the nose. Inhale. Keep pulling off. Exhale the mouth. Keep off of the block. And gently let go. Nice. So our rotations are big shoulder rotation before. So we're going to do those right now. We're going to do it lying down. You're tight through your body. You probably start direct overhead, but instead start from an angle. Okay, it'll probably be quite challenging. We're twisting palm out. We're lifting up. When we can't lift further up, we'll twist palm, elbow, bicep. We continue to arc our hip line. Okay, hip line, we're palm twisted. When we can't pull any further back, we'll continue the circle, rotating palm, forward, elbow, bicep, shoulder, back to where we started. Nice and slow here, all right? Don't worry about how many steps you get to do this. We're just for about a minute and a half here. Okay? So don't worry how many reps, just go at your own pace. Slower is all a little bit better. And try to make your motion a bit on each rep. So here we go. Arm is overhead. Rotating the palm out. This hollow up. Go any further. I'll put the palm in, forearm, both bicep, shoulder in, as I arm backside. Everything is twisted, thumb is facing the ceiling. I'm going to up, lift any further. I continue to circle while we palm out, forearm, elbow up, bicep up, shoulder up. Just keep twisting harder. I come up, I jump down. And again, holding palm it outwards, up high as I can. Can't go any higher. Continue circle, palm, forearm, elbow, bicep, shoulder, all twisting inwards to my mind. To draw. Lift up, twisting outward, lengthen, back to where it started. Again, get one more step, each direction. Good job. So now we'll do the same thing, other side. We'll start with that rotated stretch. So again, for this, I'm going to go on my side. Left leg is my right leg forward. I'm going to take my arm, just going to wrap it front side around that PC. Palm goes into it, and I get a little bit of a twist and bring it to the side. I want to try not to let my chest be a distraction from the rotation I'm trying to create backwards. And we're just out here for about an hour and a half and just doing our breathing. As we're doing our breathing, we're trying to get better at muscles around the side of the neck or whatever side, stretching, relax. Trying to let my front side, the chest relax, and we're trying to let especially that relax. All those things might be pulled the shoulder blade or the part of the front arm out of position. So again, keep in mind that if you're and you feel still kind of grab, probably want to go out of the stretch a little bit, and or focus more on exhale to help facilitate to relax that position. That's key is to really be finally tap that stuff, relax. If you want or if you need to, as you're stepping into this, you can just start putting the hips backwards, reaching the forwards if in a deadlift. Big inhales, holding position, soft inhales, spine length. Big inhale, hold position. Big exhale, finding length. Good. So now resist this. Very gently, we're going to start rotating the shoulder forwards. That's going to push the forearm and palm into the PVC. Like a dim push, we'll start lighting and just gently increasing in the room. We'll start increasing the strength and contraction. Feel safe and calm. Careful as you're bringing up the contraction in both directions. It's not making neck muscles grabbing, your chest muscles start grabbing, or that lat start to grab. And now reverse it. Start gently twisting the arm backwards. Starting the hips, if you can, reaching forward, holding wide from the chest. Try to twist your palm, your arm off PVC. Twisting harder as long it's safe, building up strength of that contraction best you can. We'll make sure that it's pure rotation, that line of the elbow. 5, 4, 2, good. Gently let those muscles go. Big breath. Full stretch. Exhale. Go again. Gently turning on. Gently trying to twist the arm against the stick. Line it goes rotate. If that first round you felt you were a little bit too aggressive, you're feeling the neck and stabbing, just less contraction this time. Make sure nothing, remember, in the elbow. Twisting, build that twist. 5, 4, 3, 2. Just gently let those muscles go. And now we're twisting the direction. Backward. External rotation of the shoulder. Try to pull off of the EBC or the wall. Hips lean backwards. Leans forward. Tight through all the rest of the body doing this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that all go. Good. Just gently that stretch. We'll do the same on the other side. We're trying to pivot our elbow pushing into the floor while pulled upon the ground. I've got my thumb in this position like it's facing the ceiling, or I have my fist up in the air. For me on the side, just because and left shoulder pretty different, I'm not going to use a yoga block and have my palm on the ground. Again, if you guys remember, you can set up your block there. So you have your fist on the block, you down a little bit more, or easier, and the easiest for me right now is getting palm right down. Make sure shoulders roll down and make sure you're finding the lower back, hollowing out our stomach. Just going to rest forehead on my right arm, on my other arm. Here we go. 10 hold. Push into the ground. Rotate off the floor. Breathing. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 2, 1. Gently let go. And shoulder back. Stays hollow. Breathing 10 seconds. Really twist from the line. Just like our last position or our last 3, 2, 1, and to letting muscles go. And big inhale, pull shoulder, fist to the floor, elbow jump into the ground. 3, 2, 1, let it go. One last time, shoulder down and stomach hollow, in the body. Twist the elbow, arm back, trying to pull and forearm to the floor. 2, 1, and gently let go. Good job, guys. And cracking. And so, how's everybody doing?
Good.
Doing all
Yeah. That
tricky
really,
to kind of get the for that?
definitely sticky shoulders.
Yeah. Did you? Sorry, I think I want to mute all the time. I love guys' feedback. The one thing that's about all this. Did you guys know what I'm talking about body's kind of is to just fight those off?
Yeah.
Or was that? Yeah. Wanted to do that.
Yeah. But it's hard. Yeah.
So that part. Oh, sorry. Okay. Well, big part of this, why some of these are so important is when we're experiencing sensations like that, it's really saying a lot about the condition, about the muscles surrounding that area. So our ability to really let that go and relax is an indication that people are very through that area. Want to spend a lot of time there. Stuff really get tight and important. What happens is these shoulders are going to start to pull in, muscles of the neck start to, and that's where we can to get all sorts of symptoms that could cause that kind of stuff. So if you did that, remember that your best thing to do around is to not put the elbow so wide, but close off a little bit. So I'm siding. Here's me straight to the side. I'm actually going to close that so the chest is on such a big stretch. I can focus on that rotation, and you can play around the heel of your elbow than having it high up where your muscles are going to grab it. You just drop the line of the elbow down a little bit. It's almost below the shoulder line, and you might feel much more to rotate. Was getting any pain or irritation through the elbow,
Yeah.
wrist, neck, anything like that? Are we okay?
Elbow. Just the
A little
right
bit elbow in the elbow.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
same thing stuff as well. So just want to close off space a little bit, and that should help for you guys. We're going to kind of things up here with the burner. So if you got a piece of PC, awesome, you can use that. You don't have to. You're going to be holding in a snatch grip. And I'm just going to read you guys here. Where is it? Oops.
Jackie.
Gee, so particular. Okay, you still hear me? Yeah. So you guys can make this motion just I am right now. Tight through the you might be better that way. If you want to hold on to PVC because you find that your shoulder is pretty good, and today is kind of more strengthening, that's also fine. It's your, but be moving a long time in one position, it's going to really accumulate. It'll be you guys what you do. It's like you're feeling. So you would have PVC behind you. You'd be your squatting stance. And what we're just going to draw slowly into the bar over squat. When we come out of it, we're going to do parachute. So what it is 2 seconds up, 2 inches up, 1 inch down, 2 inches up, 1 inch, 2 up, 1 down. So you guys imagine that's going to start to go quite tapping quickly. And especially if you got some really shoulders, if you found all leading up to it really challenging, if it looked like me, you'd probably just do like your air version, which I'm going to do. And it's just a call. We're going to spend 10 seconds dropping bottom, and we'll build ourselves up. You finish early, that's fun. Drop back in, join up with, or if you're just too exhausted, cool too. Mind, we want to try the seams we just learned. Trying to twist the shoulder outward the whole time, and we're going to try to maintain length of the arm, trying to let the elbow go soft and relaxed, which it's going to want to. So here I'm grabbing onto imaginary PC. I'm going to just drop slow. 10, 9, breathing out the arm slowly as I sink in. 4, 3, shoulder out. 2, 1, and now go 2 inch, 1 inch down, 2, 1 down. Breathing. Try the arms back the whole time. Really to generate as much tension in your as possible. Most of which you're going to be feeling the back side. One, 2 down. 1, 2, 1 down. 1 up. 1 down. 1, 2 up. 1 down. Fight more backward. More space forwards, more backwards, more backwards, and tall. Good job, you guys. There you go. And that's around our quick lifting. Guys, great job. It's nice to see you all. Look forward to you guys again.